Yeah, so I went to Dodson Junior High. It was called Junior High at the time. Now they call them middle school. And it went from 7th to 9th grade. And it was probably one of the most influential times in my life because I felt like Dodson was based on putting in the hard work. It felt like a military school in some sense. You had to run a mile like every Friday. You ran around the school, which is close to a mile. Every Monday, and you had gym classes, and they did a jock check every day, and you had to shower every day. So it really felt like you were going to a military academy. Plus, I felt like the academics were good in the sense that there was this strive for excellence, and you got rewarded for kind of standing out. And so it was a very integrated school, and they had some kids that were busting from other neighborhoods, and they had a lot of San Pedro kids, some kids from Wilmington, kids from Harbor City, kids from Lomita. And so it gave us a good sense that, you could all come together as one, you can compete. And I think it really set the stage, again, for if you do a good job, you will be rewarded. And again, very, very integrated school and very competitive. And so I had this one English teacher named Mr. Campbell who also taught music. And he was always trying to build this phenomenal choir of great voices. And if you're in his music class and you auditioned for the choir and you made the choir, you got an automatic A in the music class. And so, I'm all for getting an automatic A. So I went after school, me and a couple buddies, and we tried to audition for the choir. And after I did, a few lines of this song he wanted me to sing, he looked at me and he said, "I will give you an A if you never come back." That's how bad my voice was. So obviously a music career wasn't in my future. So I also had him for English, and I focused on being a good student in English. Oh yeah, he was super strict in terms of making sure you enunciated certain words, making sure your subject agreed with your verb. In terms of tenses, he had no tolerance for you showing up late, no tolerance for you being dressed unkempt. He actually was kind of like a second parent in that sense, but very strict. But he did it out of love, and so we kind of knew that ultimately he was a softie. But he had this sort of hard exterior to make sure that once you went through his class, regardless of what your background was, you were going to demonstrate excellence for that 1 hour that you were in his class. I think, he was probably my first African-American male teacher, and he taught, English. So I think I looked up to him, but not in the sense because he was African-American, because he showed a sincere interest in us doing better. And then it wasn't until after the fact, after I got to high school and college, and you meet more professors and more teachers, and you really feel like he stood out as someone who really was concerned about your well-being.